Welcome to the Poise Network Train the Trainer module for the infant lumbar puncture study. Beginning in July 2011, all interns will be trained in mastery training. However, for many interns it may be weeks to months until their next infant LP opportunity. When newly developed skills are not used, they rapidly deteriorate. The goal of just-in-time training is to refresh intern skills to mastery standards immediately before performing the clinical LP. This module was designed to guide you as a supervisor to become familiar with the methodology of this intervention and the use of the checklist that should be completed at the end of the JIT. As a token of appreciation for your time, each completed JIT session and completed form will earn an entry into a raffle for prizes, including an iPad 2. The JIT refresher has 4 phases. First, set up the simulator. Second, observe the learner perform a simulated LP. 3, provide any feedback. And 4, observe the actual clinical LP. Your institution has 1 or more LP simulators available. Your Poise site director has access to them, and most interns are aware of their locations. The learner has already completed mastery training. This means that the learner should independently demonstrate the LP procedure using the simulator and the LP kit provided with the simulator. The intent of JIT is that performing an LP on the simulator replaces the usual conversation required to assess an intern's experience and skill. JITs typically take less than 5 minutes. A supervisor form checklist is provided to evaluate the skill of the learner. Here's an example
of a JIT session. Okay, so I wash my hands, I put my gloves on, sterile gloves, and I'm just going to clean off the baby to make as sterile a field as we can. Round circles, clean the top, so that part is sterile too. And I'm going to do this 3 times. Round circles. Okay. And I'm going to just put this stuff shits down. Thank you. And on the top as well. Okay. And I'm going to just wipe off the back and let it dry for a little bit. And I'm going to go ahead and put my stylet in, see if I can get the fluid. Just feel my landmark again. I'm going to go in, double up, point it to the umbilicus. And, oh, yay, I got fluid.
Excellent.
Okay. Oh, oops, I forgot to open these up.
Yeah.
That would have been helpful.
Yeah, just so the next time, just, if there's someone that can help you, have them set up or preset them up, but you did great.
After the intern completes the independent attempt, provide them specific feedback and ask them if they would like to practice on the model further. When observing the clinical LP, the critical components of the LP should be observed to look for mastery of the components that you have seen with the simulator. Part 2 of the supervisor form checklist is provided to evaluate the skill of the learner with the clinical LP, including a cell count when it is available from the laboratory. Please remind the intern to complete their own JIT self-assessment form located with the kit. And that's it, you're done. To summarize the JIT process: 1. The intern or you as the supervisor can retrieve the infant LP simulator for setup. 2. The intern should demonstrate the skills of the LP on the simulator independently, and you should complete part 1 of the supervisor form. 3. As the supervisor, provide feedback and coach on any particular errors and deficiencies. 4. Observe the clinical LP performed by the intern, and both you as the supervisor and the intern should complete their respective forms either on paper or online. In order to claim the prize for the $5 Amazon gift card or the iPad 2 raffle, please fill out the bottom portion of the form shown here. Your institution has its own setup and location of the simulator kits, and your site director at your institution will inform you of the available location of each kit. Each simulator kit should contain the following: an infant LP simulator with tubing and water bottle, an IV pressure bag, and an LP tray for use for the simulator. The LP tray should contain a sterile drape, simulated antiseptic and swabs, usually water, a 22-gauge 1.5-inch LP needle, 3 to 4 collection tubes depending on the brand of your kit, and a series of gauze. Your kit should also have data collection forms ready to fill out. Please be aware that the LP simulator does contain latex and should not be used by those with latex allergies. The water within the tubing and bottle is simulated CSF. If there is excess air within the tubing, simulated CSF flow may be poor. You may aspirate excess air using a needle and syringe shown here. The water bottle requires water to the fill line, and the bottle should be inserted in the IV pressure bag at 150 millimeters of mercury. The simulator should be ready to use. If there are issues with its function, contact your site director. Anatomic landmarks on the simulator include the iliac crest, which is spongy and not rigid on the simulator, and the virtual umbilicus.